this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here to do a quick haul video. Yeah, I've been a bit spendy lately and bought a few things. So I'm just going to kind of go through the bits and bobs that I bought. So this one here, not interesting at all. Definitely didn't buy it for the book that it is. I literally have bought this book and I'm going to take the jacket off straight away now because it was in just perfect condition. It was in the thrift store. Let me just raise my camera slightly. It was in the thrift store and it just is lending itself so perfectly to an altered book. So it's a cricketer's book. So yeah, who knows what it's about? I mean, obviously cricket, but yeah, I don't know whether it's a kind of how to play or what. But the good news is, obviously, I know there's not really going to be any kind of rude words or anything, or hopefully not anyway, or anything like that. It was only 50p. And it's got lovely big pages that are going to be really great for obviously making lovely journal spreads and things like that. So that's the first thing that I bought. But yeah, please don't be put off by the boring nature of that first item. So the next thing that I bought, I could not resist this. Look at this gorgeous book. The complete book of the Flower Fairies. So again, this one was £2. So a bit of a bargain really. It's dated, oh, I can't see now, 1997. So, you know, oldish, but, you know, not the oldest, obviously. But because it's obviously called The Complete Book of Flower Fairies, I mean, I don't know this for certain, but I think this kind of pretty much includes every single flower fairy that there is, which is just lovely, isn't it? And, I mean, some of these images I've actually had before in other books. But they're all contained in this one book. And some, as you can see, are kind of like floating images on the page where you could obviously get in and fussy cut them out. And then there's tons and tons that are, you know, brilliant in squares or in rectangles, you know, that you could make journal cards and things like that. So you've got a mixture of the fussy cutting and the, you know, the not so much fussy cutting, if you see what I mean. So I just thought this was such a fantastic find, I have to say. I mean, I love the flower fairy images and yeah, this is just an absolutely gorgeous book. So I should definitely be making something with this. Well, not with this in its entirety, because of course there's loads of images. But that's the point. This is going to hopefully be useful and usable in a whole ton of different, you know, different projects and things like that. So I wanted to share this book with you because it's called The Complete Book of the Complete Book of the Flower Fairies. And yeah, it just seemed a really good kind of complete chronicle, if you like, of all of the flower fairy images. So I thought that one's absolutely brilliant. I haven't looked to see how much it is online or anything like that. So, you know, but I paid £2, as I say, for my one. Then I got this one, the Botanical Garden. So this one here, again, it's got lots of lovely images. Now, again, this is not the oldest book. It is dated... again, can't really see a date on here. You can probably see it better than I can. I really need to pull my glasses down. Oh, heaven knows. Yeah, I can't see a date, to be honest. And yeah, but anyway, it's not the oldest. To me, this feels like it's possibly 97 or something similar to the Flower Fairies. Now, these are sort of glossy-ish pages, as was the Flower Fairies. I mean, they're not glossy as in, they're not really shiny, but they feel smooth and glossy. They're not kind of like vintage pages where they're, you know, more like papery. I prefer the papery ones, if you know, if I'm being truthful. I'm not quite so keen when they are sort of glossy finish like this. But that said, you know, there are some really lovely images in here. And yeah, I just thought this was a really nice book. Now, I have to say I bought mine on Aid Books. I can't remember, but I maybe paid like $2.99 or something like that for it. So again, I didn't get a chance to actually flick through it before buying it, you know, but it's full of lovely images, lots of fun for fussy cutting out and things like that. So yeah, I mean, not my favourite kind of, you know, flower book, but depending on what you're going to use it for, I think it's got a nice variety and they're quite nice big pages, which is another thing. These are all kind of coffee table books, which sometimes it's good to have some bigger pages really, rather than your kind of smaller smaller books. So that's called the Botanical Garden. It's volume 2, perennials and annuals. Put that down to one side. This one, very excited about this one. So the Victorian Catalogue of Household Goods. Now, I got this from Amazon. I bought 2 because I bought one for somebody else, one of my lovely friends that I have met here on YouTube. So I hope you're enjoying your copy, Heather. And yeah, I haven't used mine yet at all. I don't know whether Heather has. But isn't this just a lovely, lovely, lovely book? I can't tell you how much I love everything in this book. So have not started using this at all. I'm, yeah, probably hoarding this if I'm truthful. But it's just such an awesome, you know, book. There's loads of things that you could do with this. I mean, obviously you could fussy cut the individual images. You could kind of use them as backings for tags and pockets and things like that. You can make envelopes, you know, a whole bunch of different things. Now, the bulk of the book is in, you know, the matte kind of finished pages, which are, you know, my favourite kind of pages, really. And then just every so often, you just get this section. Oh, I'm so sorry. My phone's now ringing. My phone never, ever rings, so I do apologise. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get it to stop. I'm not going to answer it because, like I say, it actually never, ever rings. So, yeah, let's just turn that off. Right. Hopefully it will not ring again. So there we've got sections every so often in the book of glossy pages. Again, you know, the glossy pages aren't so much my favourite, and to be honest, oh, I'm so sorry, they're now ringing again. Oh, I think it's my mum and dad. I'm just going to hang up on them. So yeah, hopefully they will not keep ringing. Yeah. So the glossy pages, they're not my favourites, it's got to be said, but equally, you know, there's some nice images and some nice pretty print patterns and things on them as well. So I'm sure that they will come in useful as well. Let me just try and answer this phone and say, you know, I'm just doing a video, so I'm just going to switch you off for a moment, if that's okay. All right then, thank you, bye. Right. So sorry. First of all, I was kind of just saying that loudly, hoping that they would hear. And then I thought, why don't I just put the phone to my ear? So, and as soon as I said that, it was my dad. He obviously hung up. So that's not my usual telephone manner, but I could see their number on the screen. And I thought, oh, I'll just kind of say this loudly and hopefully they'll hear. And yeah, then I just thought, well, that's really rude. Why wouldn't I just pick it up? So sorry about that. That's just, yeah, very, very strange way of answering a phone call. Right, so yeah, we've got these glossy kind of pages and, you know, again, a variety of things. I mean, some of them are absolutely gorgeous, even though they're, you know, they're my lesser favourite, if you see what I mean. But what a lovely book, isn't it? So yeah, I will be kind of hoarding this. But having said that, I'm actually pretty excited to use this. So I might just get straight in and use it actually. And I also love these like divider pages, you know, where you're going on to the next section. You've got these wonderful kind of crests and titles and all of that kind of stuff, which I just absolutely love. So these, I mean, here we've got like almost a family tree of dinner sets. I mean, who knew that you had a family tree of dinner services? But that's, you know, to me, really a useful page and a usable page. I mean, more so probably than this page, which has got the weird kind of ornaments and things going on. But yeah, so it's got a big variety of different things and different, you know, styles of pages. Again, look at this gorgeous title page. So yeah, absolutely love this book. Oh, and of course, how could I let it go without mentioning these? Aren't these just the most incredible pictures? I mean, I love my architecture pictures, as you know, and wow, they are just amazing, those ones. I love them. So yeah, definitely, you know, a really nice book. So the Victorian Catalogue of Household Goods. Introduction by Dorothy Bossomworth. I will pronounce that. Who knows whether I have pronounced that right. But it's a really lovely book. And as I say, I got mine from Amazon. Then I also got this fabric trim, or tassel trim. I just got this from my local Dunelm shop, which is like a furniture shop over here. And if I just pull this out, they obviously had come to the end of this spool, and so they were selling this for £2 a metre, and actually, as it happens, there was literally like 2.1 metres or something on the spool. So I just bought the whole, you know, the whole of the end spool. So all of this has cost me £2, which, what a bargain. And yeah, I can just picture loads of things that this is going to look good on. Either taking the tassels off and using them individually on like bulb pins and things, or of course gluing the whole thing down as a kind of like little edge piece or something like that. In fact, I've got a journal that I think this is going to look good on already. So yeah, I'll probably get using that pretty soon. I bought these as well, which are just binder clips. Again, I got these from Amazon, and they're just those little binder clips. I mean, obviously you can get those really lovely, you know, really pretty shaped ones that are the Tim Holtz ones. But to be honest, they're quite pricey, I think. And yeah, I mean, I just have bought these. You get, oh, trying to see how many you get in here. Maybe it was a pack of 100. I think it says approximately 80. So these are 19mm, approximately 80. And I'm planning on patinaing these, you know, to colour them. So hopefully they will look nice and vintage anyway when I come to use them. That said, I have had these types of things before, and I've just used them in the black, and, you know, they still look perfectly nice. So that's that one. And then I bought these also from Amazon. So I have done a video recently using some carbashions. I really don't know how to pronounce that, so I can only apologise. But I think I ordered these at the same time. But these were like on a delay, so they were going to take a while to come. So, you know, obviously I ordered the other ones because I couldn't bear to wait. But you got a whole variety of sizes. Just trying to see again if this has got the quantity in here. No, I can't see the quantity, I'm afraid. But they also come with the little, you know, oh, what are these called? So sorry, I've been thrown a little bit by the phone. What are these? The epoxy kind of like, you know, faux glass kind of pieces there. And you've got these tiny, tiny ones as well with little faux kind of, you know, glass pieces as well. I mean, I've got to be honest and say I'm not 100% sure how I'm really going to be using these little ones. Yeah, who knows, to be honest. But these ones, these are really lovely. And you've got the two different styles. So you've got the round ones and the oval ones, which are just absolutely lovely, aren't they? And yeah, I think they've got kind of different edges as well, have they? Oh, they might all be the same edges, but anyway, I thought they were lovely. Now, obviously you get half in silver and half in the antique bronze type colour, but again, I thought that I would just patina these, the silver ones, to colour them so that they look sort of antiqued and, you know, a bit more kind of usable, as we like to use, you know, things in our vintage style journals. So yeah, those are from Amazon. Again, I think I just searched, metal carbashions, if that's how you pronounce that. So again, apologies again because I'm not sure on the pronunciation, but yeah, that's those. And then the final thing is these bits and pieces here, which I got when I was away on my cruise. So super exciting. Didn't expect to be kind of buying things while I was away on the cruise, like for my junk journals. But I think I mentioned before, we went to the Titanic museum while we were away. And who knew? They had this vintage style ephemera in the gift shop, would you believe? I don't know whether you can buy this stuff online. I don't know whether their shop is available online. I really wouldn't like to say. But how exciting is this? So it was my sister, actually. She spotted these and she said to me, oh, you know, Tina, these look like just the type of rubbish that you put in your books. Can you believe she said that? The type of rubbish you put in your books. So yeah, that's what she thinks to the stuff that we make. Obviously rubbish. I haven't opened this before, so this is my, you know, my opening basically. I have to say I didn't quite realise these are actually postcards on the back, and they are glossy fronts, which again, not my favourite to have the glossy fronts, but aren't they lovely? I just absolutely love them. And to be honest, I could probably cut the white border off of these anyway, you know, which would obviously change the look of them straight away. Also could ink them up. So let's just do that straight away with this one. Just to, you know, kind of see how it would look. Vintaged up, you know, in a distressed way. So, yeah, that's the distressed one. So, I mean, instantly, it's become something far more usable than like this one with the white edging. Let's try cutting one down. So, oops, just trying to see where I've put my scissors now. Because I wasn't expecting to be doing any crafting. Obviously, I was thinking I was doing a haul video. So now I'm thrown off the scent by now trying to just get some crafting in. Let's just cut this down like this. Okay. Right, I don't know what's going to have happened to the back of this, whether I've cut half the postcard off. So, yeah, let's just... Okay. Let's just get rid of this. Right, let's just ink around. So, I mean, obviously being the glossy, you know, it's not inking the best, it's got to be said. Obviously I can ink on the back. Oh gosh, look at how dark that's coming out. Obviously got a bit much walnut stain on there now. Obviously my pad really needs replacing, so it's been on there for weeks probably. And yeah, it's obviously got a lot of it build up, you know, on there. Okay. So that's that one. And the other thing that we could do to obviously vintage it up a little bit more, perhaps, is use a StazOn. So again, it doesn't have to be a StazOn. It could be, you know, any one of those archive links, the ones that aren't smudgy, you know, that are kind of stamp on anything type inks. So I'm wondering if we could kind of go around the edges just a little bit like that onto the glossy card. And again, I'm just trying to kind of like go over a little bit more rather than just having that thin kind of inked bit. So yeah, just going over a little bit more there so as it's picked up some extra ink. Now whether or not that was smudge on there, I'm not sure. Let's just try and apply it a little bit with our finger. So very super messy person, aren't I? Just dipping my finger in the archive link. Oh, dear. Right. But as you can see, I mean, that just instantly looks a lot more vintage, actually, even than the inked up one. But definitely, if you put it next to these, you know, not much effort to get it looking, you know, pretty vintage now. So yeah, got those. Again, not 100% sure, you know, how I'm going to use them. I don't really want to do a Titanic themed journal. Yeah, I don't want to do a Titanic themed journal, so I will probably just save these and use them just, you know, randomly in amongst other journals. So, you know, just every now and then just insert one of the pieces into random journals. Now, these ones here are, what does it say? I think these were photographs. Yeah, I think these were photographs. So we've got postcards and photographs of, I mean, like here, this is one of the cabins. I mean, how gorgeous is that? Got this of the, obviously, the sinking of the Titanic. Again, obviously I haven't opened these previously, so I'm a little bit disappointed because I thought there were going to be more pictures, because obviously the front picture was this, so I thought there were going to be more, you know, more photographs in here. But, you know, that's fine. Still, these are perfectly usable. I mean, I love, like, this one. That's gorgeous, isn't it? So yeah, lots and lots of ones that I can use in various different things. I mean, obviously looking through, I'm not sure I would have necessarily bought these, to be honest, because again, they've got that very glossy surface, you know, which that's just a little bit modern, isn't it? Even though these are like vintage postcards, they are, you know, a little bit modern with their glossy surface. But that's fine. I can still definitely use them. And as I say, I'm not going to do a Titanic themed journal. Just going to use them in, you know, in little bits and pieces kind of thing. You know, just inserting the odd postcard into journals here and there. So that's those. Now this one I have opened, and I can tell you already that I did really like this set. So let's just get everything out. I will show you what was in here. So we have got a whole bunch of different stuff in here, and gorgeous because we've got different coloured bits. I mean, like this is a, I'm guessing, ticket. Absolutely gorgeous, or it may be an invite perhaps to the launch, I'm not really sure. But loads of different bits and pieces on here. So we've got these little like postcardy kind of strips. Aren't these brilliant? So definitely, whoops, I can't tell whether that's double-sided or whether it's folded up. Perhaps it's, no, I don't think it's double-sided. Well, perhaps it is. Oh, who knows? Who knows? I probably need to pull my glasses down to be able to see properly, but you know, they're just really cool, aren't they? So yeah, got those, and you know, they're kind of screaming paper clips really to me. So they're really cool. Or just tucked into little tiny tuck spots. And then we've got lots of the like ephemera, like kind of newspaper clippings and things like that. So obviously these are all replicas. They're not, you know, not originals or anything. But lots of different ones. We've got, again, more sort of postcard bits, which, again, I can't really tell whether this is, well, I'm guessing just double-sided. But, yeah, so we've got a few different ones there. Another little ephemera piece here. So I mean, this again, you know, could just tuck this into a journal as is, or of course could just use this as you know, collage and things, just tear out sections of it. So loads of different bits and pieces. Got this, which must be like an old letter, kind of copy of a letter. This one here. And they've been really quite clever and thoughtful on this particular pack, because they've actually used a variety of different papers and things. I mean, look at this. Isn't this absolutely awesome? Obviously, again, it's a replica, but I think it's a passenger list. Oh, it's the first class passenger list. I mean, how cool is that? I don't know whether we've got... yeah, it must just be first class. Yeah, but isn't that just so lovely? I love how that is. And again, you know, you've got lots of pages here, so you could just tear them out and use them for collage and things. So that's really cool. We've got some vintage sheet music, you know, copy of vintage sheet music. Got this, which is the register, transcript of a register of for transmission. So heaven knows what that all means, but yep, it's double-sided. And again, you know, that's on really nice kind of paper. So this is, you know, definitely by far my favourite. I mean, in hindsight, I perhaps would have bought 2 of these packets and maybe not the, you know, the postcard set. But this one's really cool. I mean, it's got lots of different bits and pieces. And again, I mean, if we just take this one, for example, I'm kind of thinking, you know, I've just tucked this into a journal. I'm going to just like ink around the whole edge of it like this. And obviously, you know, I've concentrated on those fold lines again. So fold it in this way quickly. You know, and this is just very rough, you know, rough inking, just to kind of demonstrate. But hopefully this is going to look quite vintage once we kind of open it out. So yeah, I mean, straight away, it's got a much more vintage kind of look to it. Could even coffee dye it, you know, and also could kind of like just crease it a little bit, because sometimes things like that just all add to the authenticity kind of, or authentic. It's not authenticity, is it? Because it's not going to suddenly become real, but the authenticness, the authentic feel and the authentic look of it. So again, just going round like the edges. Just open that out and do it again on this side now. Okay. And then just here as well. Okie dokie. Just again, open that out. And I mean, straight away, it just looks a lot more vintage than it did. Just going to kind of ink some little random bits in the, you know, in the middle. Like that. How gorgeous is that? So, you know, that could just then be tucked straight into a journal. And, you know, really, really lovely, isn't it? Yeah, really, really like that. And then we have obviously more similar types of bits. So some letters and things. Oh, what's this? I don't really know whether this is maybe an advertisement or something for it. We've got here another, like a little leaflet, like that. So again, lots of different pictures and things on there. Oh, this is like a skeleton view of the ship, which is kind of quite cool, actually. Yeah. So yeah, that's quite interesting. This one, not sure what this is. Oh, this is a menu, look. Yeah, a menu. Not sure what this is on the back. But so again, you know, you could choose which side to use. Oh, this was just the... So this was called a Titanic replica pack, a collection of replica ephemera. So I'm thinking you could possibly buy this online. I haven't looked, as I say, but if you wanted to have a look, here's a web address. Let me put my glasses on to read that. It's called www.mempackcompany.com. And it's actually called Memorabilia Pack Company. So yeah, definitely kind of... you know, you could probably search that up, even if you got one from eBay, maybe a set of these from eBay. You know, I mean, obviously, up to you if you would find bits like this quite nice to put into your oceans. I just think they're quite, you know, it's quite a nice ephemera pack, and I've not really seen one similar to this in the shops. So, yeah, that is my haul. I hope that you all like all the bits and pieces that I have picked up recently. I'm going to come back and we're going to start making some things with some of the bits and bobs that I've got here. So I might have to hoard some of it first, because you know me, can't quite bring myself to use things straight away. But yes, it is my plan to come back quite soon and start using some of these bits quite soon. So yeah, I hope that you like everything, and thank you so much for joining me. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Apologies again for the phone call. But yeah, I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.